Hello, this is Matt Circa. Welcome back to Abandonware LP. We are playing the Magic Candle 2, the 4 and 40, a 1991 role-playing game by Minecraft. So we're currently wandering through Castle Oshkrun, and we're a little lost, but we'll find ourselves soon. But we're trying to find Brother Orbo, actually. I've been calling him Brother Polo, who's a different person. But it's actually Brother Orbo, and he's farther to the south, and we'll go find him and get him into our party. But speaking of things that I realized after rewatching the last video, there are some cool things about the Temple of Marior that I didn't pick up on in the paragraph book. And both of them could be wrong, but if they're right, it's a really interesting and subtle way, again, of teaching you more about this world. So we learned a long time ago, before we even met Osman, that Osman might know something about the quarry from which the stones to build Castle Oshkrun were pulled from, if I'm remembering that right anyway. And then Osman, once we finally met him, told us about the Temple of Marior. So that kind of makes me think that maybe the temple is ruined because its stones were used to build the castle. I don't know if that's correct, then I don't know if it'll ever get into the details of that or ever confirm it directly, but I think it's really interesting that the only way we can infer that is by connecting conversations from multiple characters in the game. The other thing about Osman's description of the Temple of Marior is that, if you remember, I was struggling to find something in his description that would tell us where the temple was exactly. He told us that the mushroom patch was on the north side of the island, so I was hoping he would tell us something similar for the temple, but he didn't. But he did say that when he was inside the temple and he looked out on the water, he was looking out at the Sea of Oshmar. And the Sea of Oshmar may be all around Oshkrun Island, I'm not sure, but at least on the map of Gertex, it's labeled to the south of Oshkrun Island. So I wonder if the Sea of Oshmar is to the south of Oshkrun Island, and we're supposed to infer that because when you're standing in the temple, you're looking out at it, the temple is therefore on the south side of the island. Again, that's all speculation so far, but I hope to investigate that in this video once we do a little bit of legwork here in Castle Oshkrun. One last thing I noticed is that the character Jimbo, who we met in the last video, his house is beautiful. I don't know if you noticed that, but he has a fantastic home. You should definitely go back and take a look at his living quarters if you can get a chance, because he had a great house. So let me guide us over to Brother Orbo, who is farther south than I thought he was. And again, our goal here is to recruit Brother Orbo into our party and use him as a researcher. Hello, sir. Yeah, we'll help you far more in our libraries than in dank forests and dungeon cells. Excellent. And he knows about, like, where did we ask him about words? Every god has a different word. When you find, we did not follow up on this yet. So every god has a different word. When you find a sleeping god or goddess, whisper the correct word to awaken him or her, but use care in awakening the gods of darkness. This is very cool because we have just learned that there's a Temple of Marior on this island, and that, as we know from maybe our first or second video, there's a holy bed in the cellars marked with the insignia of Marior. So I think if we find the word in the temple, we'll be able to go awaken Marior. Let me see if he knows anything about Marior specifically. No. Okay, let's invite Orbo. Welcome, Orbo. Let's first take a look at his stats a bit. Okay. As expected, he's fairly low on most things except for loyalty and intelligence, which is good. Well, he knows his way around a sword, apparently. He can max out at 99. Even fist. Yeah, not bad. Researching is 85, though. That is what we need him for, really. And any interesting items? No, not really. A lot of Shermans, but we'll probably let him hang on to those. Or, I don't know, let's not be silly. Let's redistribute those Shermans. Okay. So there are two libraries that I want to investigate with Brother Orbo. One is in Tellermain, and the other is, I believe, in this castle, although I don't know where. And if you remember, I do have a map of the castle that I've been referencing once or twice, but it doesn't seem to be marked on here. I don't see a library marked on this map. There are a couple of unmarked doors, I think. I think maybe it's over here. Now I'm just gonna judge from memory. I think we might have stumbled into it at some point. Oh, well, that was easy. Okay. So, this is the Royal Library. So we're supposed to research the topic of Mind Stones at the Tellermain Library and the topic of Zakhad at the Royal Library, according to characters we've met along our travels. So I will speak with this librarian interested in researching Zakhad. Ah, an interesting subject indeed. Do you want to research it, Orbo? Yes. Orbo completes his research and reads from a dusty old volume. Oh, I wonder, I guess you don't need to pass the time, or maybe he's just such an ace researcher that he plowed through it in instantly. The demon Zakhad became the chief lieutenant of the archdemon Driex shortly before Driex sallied forth to the Daruvias. Zakhad's origin is not known, nor is his ranking among demonkind, although it must be high. Ooh. That, I think the most interesting aspect of this is the idea that Driex actually originated in Gertex, and then traveled to the Daruvias, which is where the Magic Candle 1 takes place. So really, Gertex is the origin of these demons, the Heart of Darkness. Since Driex left, Zakhad has ruled Gertex with absolute power from Castle Katara atop Mount Mandarg. There is no known path to or from his castle, but his demonic powers spew forth a never-ending horde of darkness's spawn. Although Zakhad has never claimed Driex's title of Archdemon, some believe that Zakhad's powers are greater than those of the captive Driex, and that Zakhad may even be the Lord of Darkness told of in the prophecy of the Royal Prince. Wow. Okay, good work, Orbo. That's daunting, and the reference to sort of the constant outpouring of the forces of darkness reminds me of when, again, I was very young playing this game, and my sister and I wondered if maybe the enemies you encounter out in the wilderness would eventually stop because you'll have killed them all. Um, as we know now, it's obviously just random spawns that will spawn forever, but we thought that maybe you just had to scour the continent killing random enemies, and that's how you won. Okay, so that was good. Let me just mark that as researched. I don't know if we actually learned anything that is directly useful at this moment, but certainly it's good to know more about seems to be our main enemy, Zakhad. I wanted to go speak with Truk in the castle, and that might be the last thing we do here. I'm not sure. Oh, not that way. So Truk, if you remember, is the court wizard, and he has some information that could be useful to us, particularly related to combinations for the teleportal. Let me just get over to his room. So we could knock on all these doors and find his room that way, but again, I do have this map, save us a little bit of time. That's me. Would you like to come in? Excellent. Let me just do a quick levels check here. Looks okay. We're still recording. Good. Apologies, by the way, if my voice is a little raspier than usual. I've been sick for the last few days, recovered enough to leave my cocoon and play this game, but you might still hear it in my voice. Let's have Perrin talk to Truk. Okay, advice. One moment. Truk draws a Rimfistrick aside. Master, I'm happy to see you and glad you'll be able to prove your new book. Please give it a chance. I urge you, don't panic. Whoa. So I guess Fizz is Truk's master. That's really interesting because Fizz so far has seemed very absent-minded. Doesn't seem to be a master wizard. I mean, I know he's a wizard, but he doesn't have the qualities of a leader. But apparently he is Truk's master. I don't know what he's talking about with the book and not to panic. Maybe the Book of Felmis is not proving as useful as some of the other books of magic. I'm not sure. Teleportals. A fascinating subject, teleportation. I've given it much study, Perrin. I find that there are 3 different ways to teleport. So he's a teleportation specialist. There's the spell. It works if you're in the right place. There are portals to step into on purpose or by accident, or you can operate devices in special chambers if you know a combination. All right, so let's go through these one by one. Get a book of Ishban and you can learn it, or visit a wizard's lodge and memorize teleport from the house copy. Oh, okay, great. So that's what the wizard's lodge is for. You can learn spells from books that you do not own. Let's keep diving in on this. Acquire one soon as you can. Mind you, the Book of Ishban does not come cheap. Perchance you'll find a companion who already has one. I don't think we have one so far. We have Damaro, Sabano, and Felmis. But no Ishban. Okay, so let's check the next one. I think ways... Not that. Step. Well, we've done that once in the cellars. A few wizards and demons can construct permanent teleportals. These teleportals show no sign of their presence. Stepping onto them transports you often into a trap, sometimes to a location of great wonder. Very interesting. And operate and combination. Use magical items to operate the devices in teleportal chambers. You must know a combination of items that works. Of course, you could experiment, but I don't recommend it. Items, cubes, spheres, and pyramids. They are few and far between, but I have seen a few that I could sell you. Oh, but I have a few that I could sell you. Nice. Good. I hope we still have a little bit of money. I know we were kind of overly cautious with selling our gems in the last video. I hope it doesn't bite us right now. I forget how our next one was. I think operate. Items, combination. That's right. He knows a combination. We know that from Melver. The combinations aren't the same here as they were across the sea, but I found one. Pyramid in first, pyramid in second, sphere in third, and you will return to the Isle of Oshkron from wherever you are. That is very, very useful. The combination that we learned from our friend Melver in the Hellermain Park would send us to Mysore, which is the westernmost side of the dire continent of Gertex. And I would love to go investigate it, but without a ship waiting to take us home, I don't know how we would get home from it. But maybe if we're feeling bold, we could teleport there and hope that we'll find a teleportal chamber and then use this combination to get ourselves back. I don't know if it's possible to wind up in a situation where you're stranded in Gertex. That could be interesting. I want to make sure we're fully equipped before we take on something that exciting. I think that's everything. Let me check my notes on Truk. Yep. Markham has investigated. Great. So yeah, I think that's everything I wanted to do in Castle Oshkron for now. We're on the top level, so we should move this way. We could... I think we've already spoken with Lord Banas and Lord Lauren. So, okay. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anyone. Yeah, okay. I think that's it for here right now. Oops. Excuse me. Okay. So, we're gonna try going to the south side of the island and perhaps finding the Temple of Marior. First, let's have you recall energy. Let's just get everyone energized and ready to go. Oh, no luck yet. Oh, I guess I don't need to recall it again. Not enough energy. Sleep for a little bit. That was a thunderstorm. That's not going to be good for sleep. Well, maybe my suspicions about the location of this temple were not correct. Nope. Yeah, I guess that was wrong. I think probably all of this area is the Sea of Ashmar. Sweltering. Also not good conditions for resting. Oh, I should use that on her. Fizz, help us out. Last one. Whew. The energy management in this game for long travel can get a little bit tedious sometimes. You know, because all we want to do really is check this whole coast. And we're having to just do it very slowly. I think it probably gets more exciting when you're in hostile areas, because then you really want to make sure you're managing everything optimally. Oh, mushroom patch. Speaking of energy giving things, well, I hope these are Shermans. Nope, they're Ganchis. That's all right, we'll take it. Ganchi mushrooms. I don't remember what these do, but we'll make sure we distribute them. I don't know if those grow back. I hope they don't all vanish because I picked them all. Where is this temple? Oh my, wow. This is bad news. Are we stuck? Are we... Did we drown? I have no idea what just happened. Let's have everyone use a Sherman. What just happened? I guess swimming is really exhausting. We're really gonna have to re-up on Shermans. Fizz, can you do us a favor? Can you just... Thanks. Where is this temple? I hope it wasn't like right on the water somewhere. In which case we wouldn't have seen it if we were going 1 square away from the water. This is not fun. I don't like this. We're all out of energy spells. Wow. This is bad. I don't know. I was getting very excited about this temple, and now I feel like we've messed something up. Let me take another look at the map of Gertex here. No, I think we've hit up everything. I hate wasting teleport spells, but that would never make it. All right. Good work, everyone. I don't know how we blew it for so long, but we finally made it. It cost us, I don't know how many. It's the 18th. Wow. Okay. So we're, I think, well past the end of Buzz Bazgut's training. I think he was going to be done on the 16th. So long have we wandered this island. But all right, let's see how many Shermans we have. Probably not many. Okay, we have decent number. Perrin is our lockpick master. Can't use the pick here though. Can I look at this chest? I don't know why some chests I can't open. Sees a table. Ah, Lucas sees an altar. The word on it is Rana Lama. Good word. Magic word. Let me spell this correctly. Rana Lama. Word of Mario. Fantastic. All right, let's make a beeline for the cellars and see what this can do for us. Anything else we can do here? A puddle. A candle on the wall. Okay. How are we gonna get there? Maybe we ought to stop for a second and restock. Are we all gonna get exhausted? I guess that's what happens when you swim. Okay. Everyone uses Sherman, and I hope that'll be enough to get us to... Oh, Raleigh's hungry. I love how they get tired instantly, but they can go weeks without eating. Okay. Back in Tellermaine. We're gonna head to the library. And just take care of researching Mind Stones before we move on, and we're gonna buy a lot of Sherman mushrooms. Let's see, where is this library? Oh, it's just to the south. Here it is. Okay, Brother Orbo. Mind stones. Oh, we forgot to buy... spheres, pyramids, and whatever the last combination item was from Truck. That's okay, though. You want to research it? Yes. Orbo completes his research and reads from a dusty old volume. Mind stones are magical artifacts shaped from natural materials by the Eldens. A few Mind Stones survived the Eldens' departure. Mind Stones allow a limited transfer of thoughts over great distances between their holders. Okay. Good to know. He's a monk. Oh, hey, there's Brother Polo. The Black Rooster has a better wine cellar, but the entertainment is better at the Eastern Breeze. I have researched the temples of ancient Gertex extensively. 4 of them were located in Demon Spine, in Crum, in Mandarg, and in Saris. Let me make a quick note of that. Temples. Okay. Now, can we invite him? Not that I necessarily want to have multiple monks in our parties, but no room. Okay, I guess we could have him. Although I was thinking that researching a topic was something that would take a while, and you would have to leave someone there. I don't necessarily think it makes sense to have Orbo with us. Oh, okay, hello. They say an ancient prophecy will be fulfilled before long. Oh, I always stumble into this without actually wanting to. Polo? I don't know, no. Okay. Who else can we speak to? Say there's a ruined temple in the throat of Gertax. Okay. Okay. Have you read about Vankru yet? It is a dreadful tale, but a fascinating one, and somehow pathetic. I'm sure you're not going to be able to tell us about Vankru, but thank you for the tip. Brother Orbo, if you would. Vankru. Ah, yes. The dwarves, driven from Dorak by the surge of darkness, told of a monster of incredible strength and magical power. Darkness's troops called the monster Vankru. Other sources tell the story of a wizard of light who was corrupted by the sight of the dark goddess Balin. To win the favor of the goddess, the wizard created an armored and tentacled monster beyond disgust. To reward the wizard, Balin drove him mad and took the monster to serve the powers of darkness. It is likely that the wizard's monster and Vankru are one and the same. Very cool. Perrin. I think we've spoken with everyone. Let's just think for a second about whether there's any topic that we can ask about here that we haven't sort of formally been told to research, but might be helpful. No material on that subject. I guess Mariar. I know that Sakar told us about a couple of things. Lost God Rokan and Rokadur. Okay, that's enough of that. All right. Let's figure out where the supply shop is. I think it's just to the north, or perhaps, yeah, just to the north. Gemworks. I think. Nope, I think that was it. Supply shop. Excellent. All right. Perrin, if you can please pool all the coins. I think Brother Orbo had some, so we might have a bit more than we had previously. Oh, but darn, supply shop's not what we wanted. We wanted the mushroom shop. And where is that? What is it called? Madame Shashika's Herbs and Potions. And that is to the southwest. I also have to make sure to learn more copies of the energy spell. Without that, that trip around this island would have been even more annoying. Alright, herbs and potions. Perrin. Let us buy. So I think Sherman's is all that I want. Yeah. Let's buy 4 pouches. Great. Pool all the Shermans. Distribute to the Shermans. 80. Perfect. That should be enough to get us where we need to go. I am looking forward to when we finally decide to head over to Gertex. I know I've been putting it off. I just want to make sure that we get a really good feel for what we're going to be up against. Yes, Perrin does not like this area. The temple is, I think, far beyond where we generally go. I think we're gonna have to pass through a lot of water and might even get lost, but I'll do my best to get us there quickly. 'Cause I am eager to see what happens when we awake in Marior. Which way is a dead end? Always dead ends. Remember, this is where we kept getting ambushed by Taki. Look at the time. Shouldn't we be getting back now? I'm sure they'll be worried upstairs if we're gone too long. Oh, I'm sorry, Perrin. Alright. Nothing left in here. What is the fastest way across? This is just such a large stretch of water. He's not out, is he? He's getting close. Okay, well, we'll try to remember this is our bridge. Just have to use the spell twice. I think the temple is just to the south. Ah, yes, the chamber. The chamber, not the temple. Okay. Luca steps forward. Reviews her notes. And speaks the magic word. Rana Lama. The god Mariar awakens. The god says, I am well pleased and bestow upon you my blessing. Luca's bravery increases to 13, strength increases to 7, endurance increases to 7, agility to 9, resistance to 4, swimming to 49. Ooh, everyone's getting buff. Subia. Agility, resistance. Fantastic. Swimming, that makes sense. He is the god of the sea after all. Mario returns to slumber. I know it's stupid to try it again, but I wonder what happens. Nothing happens. Okay, good. I hope we didn't annoy him by doing that. Symbol of Mario. Great. So, we can say that we've investigated that. And that. It's probably a good thing that I didn't buy those items from Truk, because I'd be very tempted to just take us through the teleportal right now. But I'm not going to do that. We'll head up there and buy some, assuming they're not super expensive. A little bit too far. Don't worry, Perrin. We're leaving. Oh, I'm sorry, Perrin. Didn't mean to fake you out there. Okay. Let's make a quick pit stop back up at Trook's area. Actually, let's take a look at what these are. Pantry. Kitchen. Okay. This way. And here. Yes, thank you, sir. Perrin. Yes. Oh, wow. That's... which ones do we actually need? I think we... sphere, pyramid. Okay, so just spheres and pyramids so far. And we need 3 of each. That's expensive. Yeesh. I don't know if this is worth it right now. How many do we even have? That'll be all our coins. We could just get enough for a one-way ticket. That would be fun. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I don't know if we're actually gonna go for it right now. Might have to collect a couple of our other party members beforehand, but we'll get it for now. So that is how we can get to Mysore. We could also take a boat. Captain Garland could take us on his boat, but it's not quite as exciting. Did all that. Just marking a couple more things here. Hello, friends. All right. I guess let's try to get our party together. So, Brother Orbo, I guess, probably isn't going to do so well out in the wild. Let's have him transfer some stuff. He can transfer all his Shermans. He can keep everything else. So let's assign him. You know, it would be nice if we could just give him some kind of job to do. Let's see if he's good at anything besides researching. He's good at soul reading. I think that's the ability that gives him a higher chance of seeing whether monsters are hostile or not. You know, that could be very useful, but yeah, there isn't a lot. We could put him in training, but we don't have a lot of money. So let's just assign him to stay here for now. How many days shall I stay here and wait? Can you just go here? Okay, well, he'll do a lap and then come back here unless he gets captured. So we wanted to get Buzz back. Because we wanted to see how much he has increased in Fist. 28 out of 99. What was it before? Was it 25? I hope it wasn't 25. That is I mean, maybe 1 point in this game is worth a lot. Now, do we want Commander Grolf? No, I think this is our party. Yeah. Yeah. I'm a little nervous. We can use a ship. We're out of money. What's the play here? All right, let's do something exciting and use the teleportal. This could be very bad. I'm going to use a backup save just in case something terrible happens, but I am really interested in, uh, what could happen if we end up out in the wilderness, low on supplies, on our own without a ship to take us back. Those are the situations I get excited about in games. When I played the original Sims game, I would always have one person by themselves and build them a huge house with no money left over to even have basic furnishing. So they'd be living in this warehouse and they would be miserable and trying to scrape together enough money to buy, a toilet or a bed. I really liked that struggle. So we might get to experience something like that here now. I can't recall exactly where the teleportal is. I don't think it's... Is it this way? Yeah, here it is. All right. This will be exciting. I think we should draw our weapons. Can she wield a longsword yet? Yeah. Oh, maybe she can wield a longsword now because the God of the Sea buffed her strength. I really think that's what might have happened. I'll have to go back and review that, but if that's the case, that is sweet. But maybe I'm wrong. All right, draw, short sword. He's kind of an archer dude. And you're not going to draw anything, I don't think. Or are you not? You're still better with sword than fist. Although, what does he want to get better with? Probably fist. I guess we'll give it a shot. All right. I remember what I wanted to do. I wanted to make a backup save. Okay, and we'll save over our original also. All right, sphere, pyramid. Who purchased it? Perrin. Sphere. Oh, you need to get up there. Are you stuck? Okay. Sphere. This is scary. Oh, wow. Alright. Welcome to the dire continent of Gertex. We've made it here at last. We're in South Mysore. We're actually just across the sea. I think we're kind of on the same latitude line as Castle Oshkren and Tellermain, just over. To our south is Mari's Island, which I don't think we can get to. To our north is more Mysore, and then I think there's an island to the north that has the Great Zix, where Zix the wizard is working on a spell book. I don't know how long we'll survive. If we'll live long enough to try to make our way there, but people are getting tired. It's clear, so let's try to be smart about this time and conserve our resources. So we'll have Luca learn energy. Love Subia, hunt. I don't know who's good at what. Or is anyone good at metalsmith? Oh, you are. I think that's how you, yeah. You can hunt and you can fix. And Fizz will sleep. I'll wait till everyone's sort of equal. And now we'll switch everyone to sleeping. Get everyone well rested for this frightening situation that we're in. We're gonna have to figure out how much food we have. I mean, I like that we can hunt. I don't know why Luca's not gaining any more energy. Maybe it's the conditions. Let's pool all of our food. We should have a lot. We've been hunting, yeah, pretty regularly. Okay, we distributed the food. I think there's a detect spell that we can use, which we don't have any copies of. No enemies yet. Oh, and I think that's the island. Thunderstorm is not a good condition for anything. I don't think his teleport spell can reach. Maybe over there. Oh, we can get one closer. We also have the option to watch while we rest, which makes me realize that when we're in hostile territory, perhaps we can get ambushed while we rest. So thus far, we've gotten very lucky, I think. I don't know, maybe we're not far enough in Gertex to get attacked. Ah, the Great Six beams in welcome. Adventuring again, Luca? Then you will surely need spellbooks. Zix gives her a book of tomorrow. That is much appreciated. Thank you. Tomorrow is the spell book that has, in my opinion, the most powerful spells we've encountered so far. So now we have 2 of them, and now we can double up on learning those very important spells. So let's speak with this wizard. My health is better than ever. Thank you, Luca. The ocean breezes are very invigorating. I hope you are feeling well, too. For the last 10 years or so, I've been working to create a new spell book. I am pleased to say the day of its completion is near now. What is the book? It shall be known as Emanad. Emanad. I expect to be finished with it by October of this year. It shall be yours as my gift. You are so nice, Zix. You're my favorite. It is July, and the book will be done in October. That's not too far off. While the mysteries of the Berbeza massacre remain unexplained, we cannot ascertain what threats lie ahead. Wow, no. Wrong. Threats. You must begin your search for answers in Daraum. Yes. Please tell us more about Daraum. It is a dreadful place beneath the castle. Malak had good reason to seal it with a crystal door. He is a powerful wizard who chooses to live in the Firmagon-ridden Tower of Shan. I hope he still has the crystal key to Daraum. It is found on Mari's Island. My distinguished colleague Faranim should know the word that opens its gate. It was his tower once. Okay, so many things. Okay, I know I missed something, so I'll have to go back. But I know where Faranim is. He lives in Ketchup. Word. Ask Faranim about Shan. So we'll have to find our way back to Oshkan Island before we get to Mari's Island, but that makes sense. All right, threats. Daraum. Malak. Okay. Shan, Crystal Key, Daraum. Did I do that one? Yes. Crystal Key is what we want. Crystal Key. Whisper Hefriti to Malak, and he will give you the key. Nice. It is a magic word that contains my message to Malak. Whew. Well, I think we're going to stop here for now, but that was a very exciting final development of this video. I honestly didn't think we were going to find any more clues about that door for quite some time. It seemed like every time we ran into something that seemed to be leading us toward it, it was actually leading us toward something else. But now, at last, we have a clear path to enter Daraum. It's going to take some work to get there. I first have to figure out how to get us back to Oshkan Island, which may not be possible. The only route that I know will work will be to cross the Demon Spine Mountains and get to the throat of Gertex and charter a ship from the Bay of Usa. I think there's a ship there that can take us. But besides that, well, I guess we would just have to find a teleportal chamber, and I have no idea where those are around here. So we'll begin on that adventure next time. One interesting thing is that now that we've obtained this information about these magic words, you could theoretically just we could load our backup save and then type that word into Faranim and get all this information again. But that's just another aspect of this game's trusting its player that I really appreciate. That there's always ways to skip ahead and cheat in games, but what are you really doing if you do that? What is the purpose of you playing if you're just gonna skip ahead? So I think we're just gonna continue and try to find our way back. So with that, let me wrap up this video, and thank you for watching and listening, and I hope that you will join us again next time.